So, big news today that just came out of nowhere. We're getting a new crossover's been announced by DC. Man, DC's just hitting out the crossovers, ain't they? And they've announced a new crossover involving Wonder Woman. Yeah, the last one they did was with Wonder Woman 77 and Bionic Woman, which I have not read yet. But this one is going to be a little more comic-related. So, as you can see right here, yeah, Wonder Woman is doing a crossover with Conan the Barbarian. Conan's no stranger to crossovers himself. I mean, he fought Wolverine and Thor in Marvel when he was a part of Marvel. He also teamed up. He did crossovers with Red Sonja. There's also a comic called Gru he teamed up with. It's weird, but yeah. And of course, Wonder Woman's done her share of crossovers. But yeah, Wonder Woman doesn't get a lot of crossovers herself. So I think it's really cool that that we're getting a crossover between these two, because Conan and Wonder Woman really make a lot of sense when it gets down to it. Having a crossover between Wonder Woman and Conan is actually makes a lot of sense of having these two team up. I mean, they're both warriors. They both fight, mystical and godlike beings. So I'm very excited for this. Now, this crossover is coming out apparently in September, and I am very excited. Why did that word get away from me? I'm very excited for this. I'm really happy that, Wonder Woman's getting out there, more and more. I mean, I know Wonder Woman's a very recognizable character, but I'm really glad, a lot of people are paying more attention to her thanks to the movie. She's always been, of course, she's one of the DC Trinity. Of course, people know her, but I'm happy that, these days that people are looking more and more at her thanks to the movie. And I'm pretty sure this comic was a big help to this comic. Was a offspring of that, of how well the movie did. Is like, hey, since Wonder Woman's getting a movie, why don't we have a crossover with a character? What's a character she's never met before? How about Conan the Barbarian? Brilliant! So, here's the big thing, and here's the thing. When I read the article, it didn't give me a lot. I wasn't able to find creators. But I was very, and I didn't see what the story was going to be. Now, most of you guys know that obviously Conan and Wonder Woman exist in different universes. Obviously, the DC universe and the world of Conan is vastly those universes are vastly different. But you could see Wonder Woman exist in this time frame. You could see her exist in, this universe. But yeah. So having Diana here, it makes a lot of sense. And I'm wondering, what characters could we see in here? And obviously, we're going to see Conan, and we might see Conan and Wonder Woman fight. That might be a thing. But the thing is that Wonder Woman is vastly stronger, but Conan has taken on, the likes of frost giants and even gods. So maybe he can hold his own against Wonder Woman, but I'm more interested in seeing them team up and who they're going to fight. I'd love to see Ares in the world of Conan. I think it would be really cool to see him here. Even Kulan Gath, he is the big villain for... He was the big villain for Conan and Red Sonja. He was the big villain for those two. So maybe Kulan Garth would be cool. Who else? I don't know, again, I'm pretty sure, your basic enemies are going to be behind this. I wouldn't put it past them to have, Ares or Ares would be the big villain here, so that would be my guess, is that it might be Ares, but I'm not sure. The article I read this from didn't give me a lot of hope. It didn't give me a lot of info. Actually, why did I say hope? It didn't give me a lot of info. Also, another thing that makes me happy about this crossover is that this is the first DC Dark Horse crossover they've done in a while. If you guys remember, DC and Dark Horse were really tight in the 90s, 2000s. We had a fuck ton of, crossovers with Alien and Predator, and crossing over with Batman and Superman and Green Lantern. We also had Madman and Superman, which is actually an epic comic. Madman, Superman, Hullabaloo is actually really good. There's also, Joker and the Mask. There was a ton of... There's also Lobo the Mask, which is also really fun. But yeah, this comic is the first DC Dark Horse crossover that has happened in years. And I had, like, in the back of my mind, I had a strange feeling that they might try to do a another DC Dark Horse crossover from all those volumes that started pumping out of the omnibuses of all the collected crossovers between Alien and Predator, and even the Dark Horse heroes. So I was kind of thinking in the back of my mind, are they going to do another one? Are they? And sure enough, boom! Conan and Wonder Woman. Yay! I actually would have liked to seen, admittedly, Conan and Wonder Woman is really cool, but I was surprised they didn't go with Red Sonja Wonder Woman. That would have been the more obvious pick, and I think a lot of people would have been happy about that, of having, and not to say Red Sonja may not appear in here, but I was kind of surprised, oh yeah, because obviously Red Sonja's over at Dynamite now, that's why. So yeah, maybe we might get a Wonder Woman Red Sonja crossover, because DC and Dynamite are doing the, Batman the Shadow crossover currently, so maybe there's hope for a Wonder Woman and Red Sonja crossover in the future, maybe? But yeah, as it stands, Wonder Woman and Conan, I am all for it. I'm really excited to see these two team up and meet for the first time. It's going to be a lot of fun. I am super excited, and maybe this will open the doors to new DC Dark Horse crossovers, because goddamn, those are some of the best crossovers that have ever been published. Everyone remember Batman v Predator, the first one? Yeah. So you guys tell me, what did you guys think of this crossover? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.